start?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I am Leo, just because that sounds like the most normal way to start. I'm from Brazil, originally from Manaus, Amazonas, which is in way up north, northwest, where the rainforest is. I'm sure that's how most people know it. I actually was born in a tiny, tiny little city, which is 3 days by boat upriver from the capital, Manaus. Now, Manaus itself is a very industrial, cosmopolitan place, but where I was born, not so much. It's very agricultural. I think it's 15,000 inhabitants, and that's about it. My father was a member of the legislative branch there, still is. He recently lost the election, but they gave him the Board of Education, so he still works there. So whenever I go visit, I still go up there just for the sake of checking on it, I guess. And he's also a university professor. He teaches mathematics and biology. But I spent most of my time, and I spent most of my time while living in Brazil, which was up until I was 15, 16 years old before moving to the United States, which was in 2008. Most of my time that I lived there, I lived in the capital, Manaus. And I went to school there and everything. I taught myself English because the English taught in the public school system is not that great, even though the schools I went to were actually quite good. But, you know, the language teaching is just not very sophisticated. I was an actor while I was there, a paid one, which was pretty nice. I was in the same theater group as my mother was. My mother was an actress. She had been an actress for pretty much all her life. So when I was 6 years old, I joined her, and I was the only kid, so I got all the kids' roles, even though some of them were pretty weird. Like, I played Peter from Peter and the Wolf, and Peter, of course, was a white Czech boy, and I was a tan Brazilian boy, so that was pretty weird, but it was pretty nice. We played with the symphony orchestra, which is where I met Margareta Chitareva. She was the first violin for the symphony orchestra of the Amazonian Symphony Orchestra, which was where my interest in music started. When I moved to the United States, I had been studying piano for a while, so I started taking lessons with a local piano teacher in Annapolis, the very best, if I may say so. And I started playing piano. I started going to high school. My mother married an American. He was offered a job by the Maryland government at the Department of Natural Resources, and that's how I decided to continue my studies in the United States, and I've been doing so since 2008. And in 2011, I graduated from high school from the International Baccalaureate program, and then I enrolled at the University of Maryland as a full-time student, and I'm now studying French and German. Anything else?
No, that's it. Thanks.